Okay, blokes, the last one is that sales details table, whatever you want to call it. So remember, your sales number is going to be in there more than once. So if we have sale 1 and someone bought 6 items, sales number 1 will be there. The combo of that and product code, though, has to be unique. So I'll run you through that. So how would I fill this thing up with the numbers between 1 and whatever we need?
You go 1.
So let's say we do 300 sales. This thing, you'd say ran between 1 and 300. I'm only going to do 10, so you can see the data's a bit compressed.
So wouldn't you want those in order?
Yeah, we will. You don't really need it. So if we go down to about there, that's just a heap of random numbers. So we see we've got a few 9s. Again, that stuff is volatile. So our good old mate ran between. So when I come over here, remember to go and paste the value. So that is the value sitting there, dopey. Okay, we then want to sort that into an order. And remember, sort them all in one hit. So go to data and sort. I just want that. Okay, so now randomly, we've got that data there. So we've got 2 of those. Sale 2, there was only 1 product. 3, there was only 1. There's a couple there. Down the bottom, we get some good ones. So there's 3 8s, plenty of 9s, etc. Okay, the problem is I can randomly generate this. So if I go rand again, that's ran between 1 to 10 over here, isn't it? So I can use that data again. You won't be able to do this on your thing, you'll just have to put a list of between 1 and 10. So I copy that again. I'm going to paste the values. Okay, so these aren't volatile, so they're nice. We like them.
So is this recording?
Yes. Okay, the thing is you can't have duplicates of values. So we can't have, for example, these 2 here. We can't have sale 9 and product 5 in there twice. Okay? So you don't have a thing that says he bought 5 tennis rackets and then somewhere else on your docket says he's bought 5 tennis rackets again. That makes sense? Yeah? Okay. So this is our part. So the combo of that and that need to be unique. Does anyone know anything about conditional formatting? You ever heard of that before? Okay, it's a mighty interesting little beast. But essentially what we can do with a little bit of mathematical genius is make sure the combination of those 2 numbers is unique. And what you do is that. Anyone like to have a guess at what that formula does? So it gets what's in A2?
We'll give you a special value for that particular line.
Yeah, so for that particular row or that combination, you get a special value. Essentially what it will produce is 15 because it just gets this number and makes it in the tens column, and that one is our units column. The only issue is that one there. So what you can do if you get up to 10 products, if you put 100, it's going to make a unique number for you. Okay. So then you can search for duplicate values. So I can see there, 909 is a duplicate value. When you've got this thing, if you've got 300 sales and you want to average 3 or 4 every sale, this thing will be 1,000 rows long. Okay? So while I've only actually got 1 duplicate there, it will be handy to identify that. Okay, anyone know how to do conditional formatting? So if I highlight that, I go back here, I go to conditional formatting, and there's lots of different ones. So I want to highlight cells that have duplicate values. Okay, and it will actually then say fill with red, and that'll do. So can you see how it made them red? So conditional formatting doesn't change anything, it just changes the colour of the cell or whatever. So I can see I've got 9 and 5 there twice. All you then need to do is just freehand go through, and instead of being that, I'll change that, and that double up or the duplicate will disappear. I'll change that 9 into a 2, I'll change that 10 into a 1. You might notice that you accidentally make another duplicate like I just did. Okay, but pretty quickly, once you've gone through your data, and remember you'll have 1,000 rows of this, I've got 20 or so. So you'll just run through and clean all of that up. So the combination of that one and that one need to be unique. Remember they are a dual primary key in your thingamajig. Quantity is easy, it's just a rand between, say, 1 and 7 or whatever you want to do. Okay, once we get that dragged down, there's our data. And essentially what you'll do is grab those 3, drag down to, again, if you're doing 300 sales by about 3 and a bit, you'll get 1,000 rows. Get the whole lot, paste it into Access, and your data is all good to go. Okay.